getting richer, there's a daughter, a son, somewhere on bent knee. Close clapping their palms, praying to the same God from the scriptures of Psalms, the way that I did. I wait, I live my faith.
I wanted to come on here yesterday because, like I've been telling everybody, you know what I'm saying, and I'm pretty sure you didn't heard this one on a lot of different platforms, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and not just mine, but there's been a lot of misinformation that's been going on, and I've been kind of trying to show people stuff as it goes along, because one thing about me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I fact check a lot of stuff, because even though we're YouTubers, right, we still have to have some type of journalistic integrity. And when it comes down to cases like these, I'll be very case sensitive. I don't really want to say a lot of stuff until I have concrete evidence and stuff like that. I want to say shout out to all of like the new supporters and things like this. Now, look, I want to make this very, very clear. I don't get into a dick swinging contest with no one. Okay, I do my content. I have integrity with my content. I put my content out. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Since I've been on this case, my first thing that I've always let people know is that it's about Naziyah. Even in covering the other things that you guys want me to react to, you know what I'm saying? I still get aggravated in the video. You hear me cuss every day, man. All right, I understand this shit, but it's about Naziyah. But now here we are. We have a lot of different messes. You feel me? We got all of this motherfucking shit about Shannon. You know what I'm saying? Or her supposedly new daughter, which she does not have. I already proved to you guys that Shannon she did not have a 13-year-old. And if she did, it is not Anaya Harris, okay? That is her cousin. That's it. That's all. That's what I want to make sure be straightforward here. Another thing, there is a video that's been going on, a leakage, you know what I'm saying, about, and it's supposed to be allegedly Jarvis Butt's brother, okay, or whatever like this. Now listen, I seen a lot of places where people knew that he had sisters, but he didn't know if he had brothers, and I'm gonna be here to tell you right now, Jarvis had a lot of brothers. One brother passed away, okay, and I'm gonna show you Jarrell Butts or whatever, but one brother passed away. But I'm not saying that there was not a brother on the tape. I just know that it wasn't his brother, okay? And I'm going to also tell you what other brothers that he have as well. This is Jarrell, okay? He actually passed away, okay? I'm going to give you guys an online obituary just so you can fact check what I'm saying, okay? Now, I was able to pull like this online obituary for Jarrell Lamar Butts. And then also, I think a supporter also sent it to us in lieu of us getting this information. But as you can see, Jarrell Lamar Butts, son, brother, father, and soldier. He was called home on December 2nd, 2016 at his home in Warren, Michigan. He was 26-year-old. Jarrell was born August 15, 1990 in Detroit, Michigan. Y'all can read this on your own accord. It's going to be on here. I just want to bring you down to the part where it says this. Because I know that a lot of people be like, what the fuck? And it's so much misinformation. But the reason why that I know that this is one of his brothers is because it's it. Jarrell wasn't just a soldier. He was a great son, an excellent father, a wonderful brother, and friend. He was a truly definition of what a great man should be. Jarrell leaves to cherish his memory with his son, Giovanni Lamar Butts, Jordan, Julian, Monica, and whatever the fuck the last name is. That's his kids. His brother, Brenda Butts, which we know that's also Jarvis's mother, and his grandmother, Haiti Butts. Now, that was the grandmother that Tawana and Jarvis was talking about on the stand when they said that you ever have some problems upbringing. Y'all know exactly what I'm saying. Go back to that video. They talked briefly about the grandmother. Hattie Butts was the grandmother, and then one sister, Tawana Butts. Now, everybody was thinking that he had a whole bunch of sisters, and I seen that information. I'm like, that's not right. Tawana is the only sister, and he has 4 brothers, which would have been Jarvis, William, Kenneth, and Ian Butts. Everybody was going around this motherfucker. I told you on a video when I did it, it was allegedly his brother. We don't know which brother it is, but it could be. We know that one brother is now deceased, and that there's 4 more. So who is that on the tape? We don't know. Is it his brother? We don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But we do know that all of this is affiliated. So I just want to say that because a lot of people was going around saying that Jarvis didn't have brothers. He didn't have a brother and things like that. I think I seen that on a TikTok or some shit. He does have brothers, okay? He had 5. Tawana is the only female, all right? Or whatever like that. So I just wanted to go ahead and break that down before we move on to the next misconception that I kind of seen earlier. Now, as you guys know, now there's only it's gonna be some people that just started following me, but then there's gonna be some people who's been following me for a minute. Excuse me, y'all. I'm completely under the weather. I'm only coming over here just for this video, and then I'm leaving to go to the doctor. Gotta go to the doctor. But it was another thing that I also wanted to bring to somebody's attention, because I'm getting this a lot. What I'm trying to do is I'm going through these emails and everything that you guys are sending me. And what I'm trying to do is just go ahead and delete out the duplicates. So therefore, when I address something, I can address something that never been addressed before. But I'm going to address this one thing before, because there's been a huge misconception. I'm getting a lot of calls, and I've been getting a lot of calls about a body being found. And I think somebody sent me Rain of Fire or something, and they was like, Rain of Fire, the person that was in, you know, in that shed or whatever, it was Naziyah. And I just want to stop that. And I told you guys that shit 3 weeks ago. I told you that I've been went on Whittingham. We had been found the body. Okay. And I'm just fact checking as we go along, because I don't want people to think that I'm one of them. Because I'm not one of them, and I want to make that very clear. I take my job, I take everything that I do very seriously. So before I report anything to the masses, I'm going to make sure that I have fact checked it, not once, not two, but 3 times. And then I'm going to have a team of people that's going to fact check behind me before we bring it out, okay? But the reason why I was bringing this up is because I've been having a lot of people hit me up about, excuse me, about, damn, I can't even get to the channel I'm trying to get to. About the body being found. And I said over and over again, it wasn't a body, it was a little boy that was found, blah, blah, blah. Nobody wanted to listen. And I get it. We're all emotional, goddamn. We're emotional, I understand it. So it's going to be times where, you know what I'm saying, we do hang on to certain things, bro. Like, it's just the way, it's the nature of us all. We can't help it. You know what I mean? But if you go on my channel, okay, and let's see, where was that? It's this one right here.
Shallow grave behind the...
If people just like look down, because I try to put all this information out beforehand, and I think we did this, we did this like 2 weeks ago, almost 2.5 weeks ago. You see me do a video saying Naziyah here is Grandma Annette and Aunt Shannon knew everything. This is Naziyah. Is this Naziyah they found? Okay. I went in that video. I let you know what I found out. The lady who lived across the street from this whole family, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, had already told us what happened. She called into my channel. We let her talk. She explained this whole situation. You feel what I'm saying? You can kind of go back and read that as well. Now, we fact checked, my team fact checked, and everybody was thinking that it was a family that was there last, which was not the case. And I said that. I said, look, the last thing that we were able to find was that it was a lady, it was a single mother that was staying there. And I said, well, that still kind of go against, that go with Jarvis Butt's repertoire, because, you know, he loves a single mother or whatever like that. But we figured we did this 3 weeks ago. So I'm getting this in my voicemail a lot of times. And I understand I'm not yelling at nobody. I'm just kind of putting it out there so everybody know, like, this stuff was done some weeks ago. That's why when people were calling me and they were like, Toot, they found the body, I think it's Naziyah. I had already knew it was not Naziyah. I had already knew it was a little boy. Everybody kept hearing me say it was a little boy, it was a little boy, it was a little boy, and everybody like, blah, blah, blah. So now we're going to get to the little boy, okay? We're going to first go into this thing of the body that they found. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into this link or whatever. And then we're going to go from there. Excuse me, y'all.
Did you know The Nine isn't just on TV? The best moments from every show are also on YouTube. It's super easy to subscribe to our channel, or just scan the QR code and follow the links.
Thank you, boo-boo.
Thank you all for coming this morning. I have stood at this podium many times and talked about how horrific, tragic, and shocking certain cases are. Each time thinking there are some future alleged facts that could be worse than what I'm talking about at the time. Knowing all the while, though, that there's always a worse set of facts on the horizon. Well, that day has come again. So I want to talk about a case of a young boy named Zamar King III. The alleged facts in the...
I love you back too, Sophisticated Jim. So now you guys can really, with 100% certainty, confirm what I've been saying. I told you guys it was a little boy that they found by the shed. And I also said that I was disturbed that it was not Naziyah. And I'm like, but at the end of the day, we still got a kid that was buried. That's a fucking issue. Go back. I don't have to say nothing. I'm not finna, I don't get into that. I'm just happy that you guys are understanding, like, shut up. Over here, I'm going to make sure it's the truth that I drop. Period.
On January 6th of 2025, the Detroit Police Department was notified and summoned to a house on Whittingham in Detroit. They've been contacted by the landlord that owned that house. When he went to that house, the landlord contacted him when he went to that house to prepare it for a new tenant. That he called the police because he found a shallow grave in the backyard of the home on Whittingham. Upon arrival, the police were shown that grave where a human foot was sticking out of the ground. The foot was believed to be belonged to a small child. After an extensive investigation by quite a few agencies, and the chief will talk about that in a minute, the buried body was discovered to be 9-year-old Zamar King III.
Vic 4, we've been actually working on who this little boy was ever since we first found the body. We've been working on this for like 2.5 weeks now. Shout out to Michelle, the neighbor who lived across the street. We've been already trying to find this little boy for like 2.5 weeks. We just don't bring it to the media until we have something, you feel me?
That the mother of young Zamar was 41-year-old Brandy Pierce. It's alleged that she killed him, and that the cause of death found by the medical examiner was smothering and neck compression. So I want to just further go ahead and tell you what other facts about this case. It's alleged that she...
We got on NEJ.
She bound him by tying his hands and feet together and dug a hole in the background of the house on Whittingham, where she had been living for a short time. She then put him in this hole and covered him with dirt. That after killing her son, she and her other son, who was 3 years old, moved to Georgia, Cobb County to be exact. It was
I wish I would have known she was down here, because I sure would have met her at the Waffle House. Punk ass, I'm sorry, y'all.
Determined that this, in fact, happened sometime in October of 2024. That Zamar's mother, Brandy Pierce, is currently in Cobb County, Georgia, and we will be requesting her to be extradited back to Michigan. We are charging Brandy Catrice Pierce today with 1 count of murder in the first degree premeditation, which carries a life without parole sentence, mandatory. Count 2 is homicide felony murder. Again, the mandatory penalty is life in prison without the possibility of parole. Our 3rd count is child abuse in the first degree, life or any term of years in prison. The first degree child abuse is the felony to make out the felony murder we are alleging. Count 4 is tampering with evidence, criminal case punishable by more than 10 years in prison. And the 5th one is interfering with, concealing and interfering with the death of the individual, 5 years, of course, that being 9-year-old Zamar King. As always, this defendant is presumed innocent unless or until proven guilty. I should tell you that Judge Aaliyah Sabri of the 36th District Court authorized these charges yesterday. And since we will be requesting extradition, we will notify you all when in fact she is back in the state of Michigan. So of course there is no next day for court. Again, let me just repeat, these charges and allegations are quite serious. They're deadly, they're shocking, every platitude that you can think of, but again, Ms. Pierce is still presumed to be innocent unless or until proven guilty. So I'm gonna have the chief say a couple words to you and then we'll answer some questions for you if you can.
Thank you, Madam Prosecutor. As Madam Prosecutor said, this case is rather shocking. In my 27-year career,
I think what's pissing me off the most is that these children no longer have no value. You know, the children used to be the future, like with the kid used to be a blessing. It's like these little babies have no value no more. This little boy just sat under the dirt like he didn't belong to nobody. And we found, and you know what's so crazy is because I think, Sally, I think you said this bitch's name on live when we found out it was a girl, a lady that moved in the middle of the night. It's been crazy. I need to follow my Twitch because we been did this. Swear to God. That's why when everybody was like, that's Naziyah by that shit, it was pissing me off so bad. And then I started seeing it spread like wildfire. But I can only post my video one time on my channel. Shit, it's up to y'all to spread the word.
I don't remember seeing anything like this. But I just want to thank, of course, Madam Prosecutor. I want to thank our law enforcement partners and everyone who helped out with this. The FBI was instrumental. Michigan State Police was instrumental in helping out as well, along with Cobb County and DeKalb County in the state of Georgia, their district attorney's office. And I just really want to express how proud I am of the hardworking men and women of the Detroit Police Department who helped bring this case to where it is today with these charges. I want to thank, of course, of our Major Crimes Division.
I thought you did, because you had pulled up the records.
Marcus Thurkill, Sergeant Ashley Peterson, Detective Kelly Lucy, who is here with us, Detective Lisa Johnson, and then the officer who is leading the case, Officer Isaac Yamas, and the members of the Western Squad.
Sorry to keep pausing you guys, but there's a petition for Naziyah that's in here. Just to sign, just so we can make sure that we enforce strict measures against known violators of CPS rules. Everybody in this chat, take a moment to sign that petition. I have it pinned up there. You feel what I mean? We got to put it on paperwork first. Shout out to Shada who just sent it to me, whatever. Let me tell you her name too. We need to have stronger enforcement with these CPS laws, because they next. Everybody getting it. Or whatever, but GG, shout out to GG, you know what I'm saying? So everybody sign that petition. You know what I'm saying? Can I put subtitles? I sure will, boo.
The Detroit Police Department works relentlessly
How I do it?
on behalf of victims, and we are confident that there will be accountability for this. And as Madam Prosecutor said, of course, everyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Thank you much.
Why they doing
It
it?
seems to all of us who do this work on a daily basis, there's been just a large number of tragic cases that have happened to our children, worse than we have seen. So it's our hope that we don't continue to see these, but I know that's probably false hope that I'm having. Before we go any further, I want to introduce Tina Ripley, who has worked together on this case very hard.
Fuck.
She will be trying.
I don't know how I put it on this thing.
Is to her right and your left. She is the Deputy Chief of the Special Victims Unit. Kelly Gleason is to my immediate left, and she is the Chief of the Special Victims Unit. And again, if the Chief would introduce these people that are standing here, that would be helpful.
Sergeant, I'm sorry, Detective Lisa Johnson is right here. Also,
It won't let me.
Officer in charge of the case, Isaac Yamas. Kelly Lucy, Detective. Ashley Peterson. Marcus Thurkill. Marcus is in the back there as well. And then Captain Rebecca McKay.
I ain't trying to be funny, man, but I don't know. Shawty over there look like she supposed to be at a function.
We'll take some short questions at this point.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get. I did it, but it just won't let it pop on. I got it up over there. Y'all see me playing with it. It's going to be like that with the, it's definitely going to be on a YouTube video, but I don't got it on live. I don't know how to do it.
Any further evidence and charging decision will come out when we go to court. So, again, we can't comment on that at this time.
Has there been any communication with Tamar's mother at all from you guys?
We did speak with his father yesterday, actually this morning, actually. So yes, we have had contact with the family, and the Detroit Police Department has had contact with the family as well.
Kim, you ain't did shit. I'm sorry.
So forgive me, I must be confused because I'm not listening close enough, so I apologize. But the relationship of the suspect and the child?
Mother, yes. 41-year-old Brandy Pierce was his mother.
And does Mar's father live in Michigan?
He lives in this area, yes.
And was he...
Y'all know the mics in Detroit don't work, y'all. I know it's kind of low, but when it get onto YouTube, I will be able to go ahead and enable the titles in there. But y'all know they don't got no mics.
He aware of his child's death?
Again, we talked to him. I don't think he was aware until recently, but again, we did speak with him this morning. And we'll be speaking with him, of course, further as time goes on.
And those are just... Oh, go ahead.
No, please, you got it.
Those are her two kids, Zamar and the 3-year-old?
Yes.
Okay.
Madam Prosecutor, where's the 3-year-old right now? What's his status? What's his condition?
Again, he's with his mother in Georgia right now. And he was, and now he's in foster care here, I believe.
Can you
Well, if you're locally? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Are you able to provide any further information on the timeline of, you mentioned October, and then what?
That'll come out in court.
But in regard to how she ends up in Georgia with the other child, or with
All I can
family,
tell you, all I can tell you at this point in time is she left shortly after she buried the body in the backyard and went to the state of Georgia.
So the landlord call to DPD was on January 6th, correct?
The landlord call was on January 6th. The police were notified. They immediately went out to the house on Whittingham. They were shown that grave by the owner of that particular property. They saw the foot sticking out of the ground, and it went from there. The chief notified me immediately upon that discovery.
she rented that home?
I assume she rented it. I don't know.
Madam President.
This got to a coworker, some indication that,
Who's talking? I can't see you.
Randy.
Oh, okay, all right.
Can you speak to this at all? I'll just read this verbatim. The source indicated yesterday that the mother claims they were horsing around and playing some sort of choking game.
I'm not going to comment on the evidence in the case.
Also, was this case file sent over to you guys more than once at all? And if so, what elements were needed to get to a charging decision?
Oh, we're not going to talk about that. Yeah. The police contact us when they have information. We talk often back and forth. And then once we get a completed investigation, we make a charging decision. Anybody else?
Do you know how long the mom has been living at that rental house?
For a short period of time. It's a very short period of time. Thank you, everybody. Oh, do you have something else?
Well, I think I know the answer to your question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Back to my question is, potentially this was accidental, somebody panics and then leaves the state, intentional? Are you able to offer anything?
You know, what I want to say is people are as evil as hell in this world. I just don't understand it. And the thing that's really sad about it is both of these cases is disturbing to me because we had fathers and mothers. You know what I mean? It's sad as hell. We don't know what the fuck going on and stuff. I mean, it was really like fathers and we got Jarvis hurting this kid. We got this lady don't give a damn about hers. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And it's so sickening to me to where it just give me an ulcer. This is this lady. Let me get this on up so you guys can see it. Just show you this little background thing too, so you can see this is the street we had been on. Just terrible. Just terrible. You remember we was all up trying to get all up in that. That was so, these people get on. Let me show you how she, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it's like, y'all, I know a lot of us is very emotional, but we have to be very, very skeptical and very, very careful of just the shit that we share, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You got to have integrity. And I know we are feeling some type of way, but here's her thick ass. You know what I'm saying? This is her. This is her right here. You feel me? Sad fucking situation. I just tell you that. And this was the little boy. You feel me? That was him. And rest in peace to him, because he was discarded just like some trash. And I really don't understand what's up with people. So I wanted to come on here just for a brief second. I definitely will be back tonight. I'm just finna go ahead and get what they're gonna have to give me, so I can go ahead and get rid of it now, because I got work to do. You feel me? But I just wanted to come on real quick because I meant to do it last night, but there's just been misinformation. And I mean, it's gonna be that when you have a story this big as Naziyah's, when you have people who's really, really just attached to this story because we care. You feel me? It's so easy to hang on every little shred of things that you hear and you see. Listen, I'm just advising you guys and I'm just begging you guys is do not go off a 20-second TikTok. Don't do that, please. Don't go off a 30-second TikTok. Even if you watch the TikTok, please do your due diligence and just go Google shot it and make it so much easier. You feel what I mean? And I kept saying repeatedly, everybody, I got that Rain of Fire video 750 times. I can't even make this up. Of them just swearing to God it was Naziyah, and we had already knew it was not Naziyah like at least 2 weeks ago. We had already had that, you guys, and that was the first thing we checked. We went all the way back in that family, and then we had the blessings for the neighbor who lived across the street on Whittingham. You know what I'm saying? She actually called in. You feel what I'm saying? And she said, "Hey, too. She called. We let her talk. Everybody heard it. But everybody wasn't, everybody don't follow me. So I get it. You dig what I mean? But we already knew it was a little boy. And I said it 1,000 times, just trying to put it out there. But I get it. But let's just be very careful, because at the end of the day, listen, Naziyah is waking all of these folks up. I believe it. She led us over. She waking everybody up. So I get it. I love the excitement. I don't never want us to stop thinking about these kids the way we're thinking about them right now. I swear to God. You feel what I'm saying? But look, it's a petition up here. It's on both channels. You know what I mean? This is to start a change. We got to start having more stricter laws on these pedophiles, and definitely on CPS. So sign the petition. You feel what I mean? Sign that petition for Naziyah. So again, the two things that I came on here to address, a lot of people was thinking that Jarvis did not have sisters, and did not have brothers. Okay, he has a trough of them. He has a trough of them. Now, we do not know for a fact if that is Jarvis' brother that is on that tape. I reacted to that tape or whatever, but we don't know. But what I can confirm with certainty is that he has a trough of brothers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was thinking that he had a lot of sisters. He does not. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I was seeing a TikTok video and they like he got sisters and he don't have no brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's why the video is capped. Look, I don't know who's on that damn tape. I'm not going to pretend to know that's on that tape. Now, allegedly, they saying it's his brother. It don't sound like a brother. It sound like a nigga who's in jail who was talking to somebody else about something else. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting. But just to clarify the whole he don't have brothers thing, yes, he does. This is one of them. He was in the military. He passed away in 2016. This is his obituary. You know what I'm saying? I cross-referenced everything with his family. I know Jarvis's name is, mother's name is Brenda Butts. You know what I mean? And I know that he got a sister named Tawana that was on that stand who testified. That's his only sister. He has one sister and he has 4 other brothers because he would have been the 5th one. And you have it right here listed. Man that passed away here, Jarrell. He's leaving one sister, Tawana Butts, and 4 brothers, Jarvis, William, Kenneth, and Ian Butts. Okay? So that's what I found out on that. Just so we can just stop the rumor. So when you see it, hey, he ain't nobody. Yes, he did. Shut up. Just move on. Okay? It's about Naziyah. Every time you see somebody talking about Annette, reply, justice for Naziyah. Talking about Shannon and all of the truffle motherfuckers who tossed her and Marquita up. Justice for Naziyah. We don't give a fuck about the traumas that these aunties and uncles and great uncles and great aunties and brothers and all of the motherfuckers, we don't care about what they went through. Okay? You had time and you had a lot of time to break the cycle. You chose not to. It's justice for Naziyah. Shut the fuck up. That's what we got to do to end all of the gibberish. That's to end all of the gibberish, bro. Like, that series is getting very, very nerve-wracking. Facts. Things is in black and white, and we are like looking all in orbit, and there's no need to do that. It's there. You feel what I'm saying? It's there. You dig what I mean? Now listen, it's up to you. Listen, I don't give a fuck where you get your information from. Just, even if it's from me, fact check it. Do it. Do it with everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is a little girl that is still not here. And you know what's pissing me off the most? We having all of these conversations. We got Jarvis Butts' family all in the equation. And you know what's so crazy about this shit? This little girl still ain't had a funeral. And niggas is talking about niggas' traumas and shit. I ain't gonna lie. On my soul, y'all send me this. I react to it. I've always been a reactor. Just for the record. And I want to clear another thing up. You know what I'm saying? This channel was just not dedicated to Naziyah. I have a main channel called TOOTIE Reacts where I put all of my shit on. This was the least favorited channel. Y'all just blew it up. You know what I'm saying? So let me just make that very, very clear with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't get caught up in none of the hype shit. I want her to be found. I want them to pay. I don't want us until everybody is held accountable for this shit. I'm talking about CPS. I'm talking about DPS. I'm talking about all these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's where my brain is at. So I don't give a fuck about who broke what first. Let's just share the correct goddamn information. like for real. Straight up. I mean, like, goddamn, like, bro, this shit is getting old. It's getting too whatever. And I'm not taking shots at nobody. I ain't even been on this bitch. I'm just saying the things that I've been seeing, like, everywhere, bro. This is the time where we got to band together, shawty. Naziyah is able to get everybody together from the grave. And then we got live people that's here right now and can't just stay together for 10 minutes. This shit's sickening, y'all. I don't know how it ain't hurt y'all feelings, but it's hurt my feelings. So I'm going to end this video right here with this. Sign that goddamn petition. I don't give a fuck about nobody else and nothing else. You dig what I mean? And that's it. That's all. You feel what I mean? I hope everybody is having a great, great day. I will be returning later on in the day. Just got to get my shit together. You know, I got to give me a hot tidy and shit with the lemon and the honey and the turmeric and put a splash or something in there and shit so I can sweat and come back on this mug. But yes, so there you have it. I will put this vid up so everybody can be on the same accord. You feel me? Watch the video, share the video. Share, don't share my, look, don't even share the video. Just share the correct information. And if you don't know the answer, Justice for Naziyah, the hashtag. That's what we doing. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. We got a little while to trial. Let's just do that. For real. Now. Shit. Don't make me come in here and start fussing at folks as carrying on. But dead ass. That's what I feel. That's all, y'all. I love y'all the long way. I do. Trust me that I do. You feel me? I'm going to make sure that I see you guys a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Make sure you have a good day at work. I just wanted to come in there and clarify that. So hopefully now everybody have it. We're on the same accord. You feel me?
I did, I rate, I live my fate. Won't be determined by the things that I hate, but overcoming obstacles, learning from mistakes. Now I